Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Concepts of Telecom. Take it easy. So today we are going to discuss frame structure of TDD and FDD. You might have heard this term many times in LTE, that there is a frame, subframe, slots. So frame structure, what is frame structure? That is the basic building block of LTE. If you will understand the frame structure, it would be easy for you to understand all channels, signals, how they flow, how the speed is calculated, right? Because everything is transported in a frame only, in a frame structure. So we will understand this, and later we will see that in other lectures we will see that how the channels and information is transmitted in frames in LTE. So let's start. So basically there are two types of frame structure in LTE. We can say type 1 and type 2. So type 1 is FDD. Type 1 is called FDD and type 2 is called TDD, right? So these are the two types of technology, we can say, radio access technology in LTE. So what is the frame structure of these? So in FD, first of all we will understand the frame, right? Then we will see what is how the frame is in FDD and how the frame is in TDD. So a frame, that is called a frame, it's a terminology. It is, the duration of the frame is 10 millisecond, right? The duration of frame is 10 milliseconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10, right? This is a frame, complete frame, and this frame has 10 subframes, right? And each subframe is 1 millisecond, right? So now further, each subframe, this is one subframe of 1 millisecond, it is further divided into slot. These are two slot, and one slot is 0.5 millisecond, right? So how it goes, that this is complete one frame, right, of 10 millisecond. This is one subframe of 1 millisecond, and further it is divided into two slots of 0.5 milliseconds, right? So this is three terms that you should understand. First, one frame is equal to 10 subframe, and one subframe is equal to two slots. Okay, fine. Now we will see what is in the subframe, right? Because if we will understand one subframe, obviously, and what is the use of the frame? Actually, you can say that any information, whether it's uplink or downlink, or any kind of channel uplink, downlink, uplink, any channel, any information that is transported in LTE on air interface, that is always on any of the frame. We will see later that how that information is transmitted. So out of these subframes, this may be due to downlink, this may be due to uplink. One may carry, PBCH, one may carry PUSCH, PUCCH. So all these information, different channels, whatever information is transmitted on LTE, that would be transmitted on over these frames only. So it's very important to understand the frame. So we will see later that how the information is transmitted. So I am covering all. So you first understand the basic things. Now we will deep dive in the structure of slot, right? So we saw this is one subframe, 1 millisecond, right? For your information, I will draw this as well. This is one frame of 10 millisecond. Right? This is one subframe of 1 millisecond. It is further divided into slot 0.5 millisecond, 0.5 millisecond. Now we will explore this slot. Now this slot has 7 symbols. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are not, I am not able to draw them equally, but they all are equal, right? So these it has 7 symbols, 0 to 6 we can say, right? So each slot has 7 symbols. This is called OFDM symbols, right? So we can say one subframe has this has 7, so it will also have 7, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It will also have 7, 0 to 6. So we can say 14 total, 14 OFDM symbols in one subframe. Right? We can say, or in a time frame of one subframe of 1 millisecond, we have 14 OFDM symbols. Now if you want to further deep dive in this, so what we can say that we have one cyclic prefix as well on the start of every symbol, right? So this is one cyclic prefix. This is duration, right? This is duration. So there are two types of cyclic prefix. This is normal cyclic prefix and extended cyclic prefix. As the name is saying, normal cyclic prefix has the length of first symbol is 5.2 microsecond, and rest all cyclic prefix length is 4.7 microsecond, right? This is normal cyclic prefix. Now if we will see about the extended cyclic prefix, so extended cyclic if extended cyclic prefix is used, then we have 6 OFDM symbols, right? Instead of 7, then we have 6 OFDM symbols, right? Because extended means it takes more length, right? It is bit more. So because of the length, because one extended cyclic prefix is 16.6 microsecond, so in that case only one slot will have 6 OFDM symbols, otherwise it will have 7 OFDM symbols, right? 7 OFDM symbols. So this is the structure of slot. Understood? Okay. Now we will see that what is difference between FDD and TDD frame structure, right? FDD frame structure, there is no particular pattern of FDD frame structure, right? FDD frame structure, like this is a frame of 10 millisecond. So if these are subframes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? So it may be a downlink, it may be uplink, it may be some signal, right? It may be some other information, PBCH or anything, PHICH, different information. But in TDD, right? In TDD, there is always a fixed structure. So like this, you can see. So in TDD, you can see there are these 7 type of configuration in TDD, right? So this first frame, it will always have so we can say this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? So up to 9, this is one frame, and these are 10 subframes. And for every subframe, for every configuration, uplink downlink configuration, there is a fix. This is for this first subframe is for downlink. This second is a special subframe. This is for uplink, downlink, special subframe, uplink. So in TDD, we have 7 configuration, and every configuration is fixed. It cannot be that this subframe cannot be used for uplink, right? Because it is fixed. This is for downlink, this is for uplink, this is for uplink, this is special, this is downlink, uplink, uplink, uplink. So like this in TDD. So this is the difference between TDD and FDD. Frame wise, right? Technology wise, you know, technology wise the difference is that in FDD, what we do, frequency division duplex. So for uplink there is a different frequency F1, and for downlink F2, different frequency. So uplink traffic goes from this and downlink traffic goes from this. But in TDD, on the same frequency, right, traffic is divided between uplink and downlink, right? So suppose this is downlink, this is uplink, this is downlink, uplink, downlink, downlink, uplink. So like this, in the same frequency F1 frequency, the traffic, uplink, downlink traffic is sent on the same frequency. This is the main difference. This is TDD, time division duplex, and this is FDD, frequency division duplex. A frequency is divided, here time is divided on the same frequency, right? So this is the difference between frame structure of TDD and FDD. Yes, now if you will see further, right? So now that's all for the frame structure, right? If you want to see a bit more, then yeah, cyclic prefix. What is the use of cyclic prefix? The use of cyclic prefix is mainly used for inter-symbol, to avoid inter-symbol interference, ISI. If somebody may ask you what is the use of cyclic prefix, so this is inter-symbol interference. To reduce inter-symbol interference, the cyclic prefix is used, right? So that's why cyclic prefix is used. And in next lecture, in our next lecture, we will cover the PRBs, right? What is PRBs? Physical resource block. You might have heard this term many times, physical resource block. What is physical resource block? I'll tell you. Any information that is transmitted over air interface, that is only on physical resource block. If you will see the protocol stack structure, so suppose this is UE, right? This is E node B, if we say, right? So protocol structure of UE is, first layer is physical layer, second layer is MAC layer, third layer is RLC layer, fourth layer is PDCP layer, and uppermost layer is, you can say, RRC layer, signaling layer, radio resource control. So, and here also physical, MAC, RLC, PDCP, and RRC. So any PRBs, what is PRBs are transmitted over, so information is transmitted over physical layer, right? Physical layer is your physical layer which exists physically, okay, between UE and E node B. We can say air interface layer, we can say electromagnetic waves, right? So these are our physical waves. So information is transmitted over these frames only over air interface on physical layer. So it's very important to understand this layer. That's what I am explaining here. So I have told you that what is a frame, what is a subframe, right, and what is a slot, right? There are two slots of 0.5, and what is in a slot, OFDM symbols. Now how the information is transferred over OFDM symbols, and how the PRBs are made in terms of this frequency and time, that I'll explain in my next lecture. So till then, if you like it, you can subscribe, share, and comment, and let me know if you want lecture on any specific topic of LTE or 5G. So slowly we have started fundamentals of LTE, and after finishing covering all these, we will start for 5G as well. Thank you very much.